It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Going to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's May. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. That's a New England 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
The give now to Henderson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
May now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
May now, 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it. So almost knocking on that return before he stopped. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Drive play straight ahead. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. First carry here for the rookie from Texas Christian. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Herbert from the gun. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go and knock the ball away.
And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They're picking 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
The 39-yard line.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It is cut left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 7.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete here to Hinton. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. Calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, here's May. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
2nd and long, they didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it. They got the ball for themselves.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after after a gain of 3.
Take him down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points.
Set. 59. Wide 80. Ready.
Herbert now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
380. Set.
On 3rd down, Herbert. It's caught by McLaurin. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Chargers 14. Patriots nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Pressure's there. The Chargers got him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Patriots have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. May looking to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
These intermediate games, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, Sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Ball's backed up. Now they've got 2nd and 7. Throwing is May. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. It makes the catch. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's May again. Throw left side, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. It's Henderson on the give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. He's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. May throwing for it. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And this is across midfield, able to stop him at that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Set. Crowd right. Lion. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Running right side by McLaurin. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
This is Hampton, right side. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one connects. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set. 380. Crowd right. Hey, watch this. Set.
From the red zone on 1st. Has it in close. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw for May. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Me. Go. Lady.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Campbell hauls it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Hold the troops right.
Again, it's Hampton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Set.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half of this offense, because when you lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He spits down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Set. 380. Go.
Herbert from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the 2nd half. You have all that data from the 1st half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the 2nd.
This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's May. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that 1st down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
380.
Herbert on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Herbert. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in, but not this time.
Draw play here, Hampton. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Grenade. Grenade.
Third and long. They're going to throw. That one's good to McConkey. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down. Brock, I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers stretch the lead to 23.
Patriots 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May now from the gun. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Henderson on 1st and 10. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On play action, here's May. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you can take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Going play action, May. Pressure coming, and they take him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught at the 25. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Number 84. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chargers' 10-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. There could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. We'll get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Made a throw it. On him quick, and they bring it down. Working quickly here.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Here's made in the air. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided.
Touchdown, New England.
How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
So up comes May and his offense, going for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Forces that one, and it's intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Chargers 30.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defense is stopping.
Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. There he goes on the right side. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Gets into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the send.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 45-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at it. Selling to that defense. That's to drop that pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
1st and 10 from the 32. Herbert now off the play fake. Caught just shy of the goal line. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers keep running away with this.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with this speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May now. On the left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And the Chargers get home, and they drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up the big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Ken, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Diving right side, got it! It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Set.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Set.
I got it.
180. 180 hot. Ready.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Has it at the 7. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Game 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers started celebrating this win a while ago. 3rd and just 2 to go.
380. Good hot. Set.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's caught by McLaurin. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 3rd for the air this game. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead.
Patriots 13. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And some excellent work to drive it all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
One like that game, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33. May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. May looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Now all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
1st and 10 from the 32. Hampton now up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?